balls and money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch you in the face, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop a chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. We be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irving. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble.
I'm trying to do too much at once.
Now here's 2nd down. Mayfield now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Hill. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 first down Seahawks.
This is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. It's a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Stroud. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quick.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kalijah Kancey. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Stroud off the play fake. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now is Stroud. And Walker has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here at 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son. 551.
From his own end zone, Fields. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Oh, you can't hear me. I'll say he be getting me with the blitzes. That's it.
Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From
Do it too
And
high.
the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way.
Oh, fuck, they made me dive too.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tony. Here we go.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Who the fuck?
Puts it right side away. And he's going to get this inside.
So it wasn't a cover 3 match, but
First down is this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Here we go. At 18. That's it.
Stroud to throw it. This almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
he ran right past him. God damn.
Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Jason Myers to kick off for
So
Seattle.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
For 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Stroud working out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Look the hot. Look the hot.
Here's Stroud. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing right, and that's complete. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and a yard at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He's got White here. On a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. And he is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as as the kick's away here. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. They'll try and do this himself. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Fields. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A shotgun snap, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing now is Stroud. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Wow.
Hitter to start the drive has him up near
What are you doing?
midfield here for first and 10.
Yeah, what you call him say he stole it from me too.
Mayfield now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Oh no, it's something I discovered on my own.
Yards on that one, it's another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost.
That shit was funny when Rand said, "Dude, I stole that shit." I seen you do that shit. I was like, "Oh." He said he started doing that shit.
But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know?
Oh my God! No, he blitzed. It's okay.
By the linebacker, Jamin Davis. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
I gotta put an extra blocker back there because he'd be
and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
I gotta run the ball more.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He changed that shit from that jailbreak. He seen I was on it.
But that's okay.
You see that shit?
The second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
God damn.
Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
How the fuck that happened?
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Brown now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the
You sure about that?
last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never known an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Fields. And for the right sideline is complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run again.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
I want you to think about this. He's going to keep going to the tap-pick, and I'm about to get relock that shit up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on
lock him up.
Drive, 1st and 10.
He is the only nigga scoring.
Able to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And Stroud now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Whew, there we fucking go.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver.
Yo, no fucking way they call him pass interference.
Turn it into a catch.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the Seahawks
Operating from the gun, Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Oh, hey.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Walker. He'll take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
makes the score Seahawks 31, Buccaneers 27.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now on second down. To throw, Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's Baker, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Boye Mafe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounced back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Mayfield. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here comes second down.
Let's go. Here we go.
All eyes on Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason.
You ain't seen that shit.
It's so much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. The Seahawks, they
that was corny.
as we say so long along, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goodwin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Fucking fumble. I'm like, slide, slide, slide.
Typical.